And we're live. Hey guys, how we doing?
Good.
Good.
Hello.
All right. Good morning,
Okay.
everybody.
Good
So
morning.
let's get started. Okay, Lacey came to say good morning to you all. Say hi, Lacey. Hi, children. All right. So we're gonna actually get started, but before we do that, I just want to show you the packet that we're on. Today, guys, it's Friday, April 10th of 2020. We're gonna work on the packet from yesterday. We're gonna pick up on page 13 and go to page 19. Okay, so we're on the packet from yesterday. We're gonna start on page 13. Okay, I'm gonna show you what that page looks like, and then I'm gonna have my first reader come and read. Okay, so page 13 looks like this. Okay, page 13. So my first person to come off, let's see who I'm going to call first. I already have two people, so here's how it's going to go. Let me see who wrote me in the chat, because someone said if they could read in the chat. Let's see, can I read the problem? Let's see, can I read? Okay, Angelina Adino, you can read the first question, which is going to be page 13, darling, number A. Everyone mute yourself. Go ahead.
What is the value of 2 to the power of 4? Yeah.
So what do we do there? Do you know?
We have to do 2 times 2 to wait.
Mm-hmm.
2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 4 times.
Angelina, what is 2 times 2?
8. No. 4.
2 times 2.
4.
4. And another 2 times 2. What's 2 times 2? 4, right? What's 4 times 4, honey?
4 times 4, 16.
So the answer is 2 to the 4th power is 16. Write that down. 2 to the 4th power is 16. Now, it should look like this. 2 to the 4th means I take the exponent, which is 4, and I multiply the base, which is 2, 4 times. It's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. It's not 2 times 4, okay? It's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16.
No.
You could type it in the chat, Aiden. We're not interrupting. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Next part, okay? I'm going to call on a different student. Chris Danielise,
Can I finish copying?
I'm sure. Hold on, sweetie. We're on page 13, Aiden. Page 13, Aiden.
Can you move a little back? Okay, can I do it now?
Sure, Chris Danielise, you're going to read problem B, okay? Let me put you to the screen, dear. Show your face, please. Chris, show your face, honey. Turn your camera on.
Okay. So, evaluate the following. 3 plus 8 times 6 minus parentheses 12 divided by 4 parentheses. Show your work below.
Okay, so tell us what to do.
What I did first was I followed PEMDAS. So what it said first to do was that I divided 12 divided by 4 because it was in the parentheses. And so that equals 3. And so I brought the rest of the problem down. And so what I did next was 8 times 6 because there were no exponents and multiplication was next. So 8 times 6 is 48, and so I brought the rest of the problem down. And so what I did next was 3 plus 48, which was 51. And then after that, I did 51 minus 3, which was 48.
Perfect, Chris Danielise. Can you show that beautiful work on the screen so we can all see what you did, sweetie? I hope everyone can see that.
I cannot.
All right, Chris, I'm just going to help you out. It's not you. I think that's clearer now.
Leave it like that. Leave it like that. Leave it like that.
All right, Jameer, do not call out. All right, so you got 10 seconds. I'm going to also show too, Chris, because some of them are saying it's a little blurry. Okay. Thanks, Chris. I like your little checklist. Okay. All right. I'm just going to take it real quick. All right. So she said 12 divided by 4 was 3 according to PEMDAS. Then you have to multiply 8 times 6, which is 48, and add. Then you add because PEMDAS says you have to follow in order from left to right. Addition, subtraction, whatever comes first, left to right. 3 plus 48 is 51. 51 minus 3 is 48. It's a very short problem to write. The answer is 48. Now, the next page has some circles on it. It looks tricky, but it's not that bad. All right? Okay, I'm going to move on. We're on page 14 if you're just coming on. Page 14 now. You'll have to watch the video to get page 13 if you don't know what to do. All right. So, let's call on this person. Annalena, good morning. Show your face. Annalena. Annalena.
Yes.
Hi, you have this packet, I hope.
What page? 13?
On page 14 with the circles. You need to
want me
show
to
your
do
face now. Show your face.
I don't want to show my face.
Okay. Read the problem then. Page 14.
Okay, it says complete the steps below to order these numbers. Do I read the numbers?
Yeah.
It says 21. Can you read them? I don't get that. Like,
Okay, 2.1, negative 4.5, negative 6, 0.25, negative 1.5, 0, 3.9, negative 6.3, negative 4, 2 3/4, 3.99, and negative 9 1/4. Now, some of you are saying you don't have this packet. If you look in your Google Classroom, it is there. I'm also going to show the problem. Write it down on loose leaf. End of story. Okay, can you read part A?
okay, part A. Separate the set of numbers into positive rational numbers, negative rational numbers, and 0 in the top cells below. Order does not matter.
So let's do the first part. So all we have to do is we have 4 circles here. Okay? And we have to, okay, this is what it says. Lacey, stop it. Okay, this is what we got. We have to put the numbers in the correct circle. So you're going to write negative rational number, make a circle, or you can make a chart. Positive rational number. We're going to start there. Negative and positive. So, Annalena, get back over here. You're not done.
Okay, B. Write the absolute value.
No. We got to do A first. We can't write absolute values yet if we don't have numbers in circles.
Oh.
So we're going to do this. Where does 2.1 go on the negative or positive side?
2.1.
Yeah.
Positive.
Good. And what's the absolute value of 2.1? Always positive. So what is it?
2.1.
Good. So you're going to write in positive 2.1. And then the absolute value is 2.1. Okay. Negative 4.5, Annalena. Where does that go? Under the negative or the positive
Negative.
side? Good. What's the absolute value of negative 4.5? Remember, absolute
Negative
value
4.5.
No. Let me tell you why. Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Absolute value is always a positive number. It measures distance. So again, absolute value is always a positive number. It measures distance. Okay? All right. So the absolute value of negative 4.5 now would be 4.5. Where does negative 6 go? Under the negative or the positive side?
Negative.
Good. What's the absolute value of negative 6?
6, right?
Good.
Yeah. 6.
Yep. What does 0.25 go? On the negative or positive side?
Positive.
Good. What's the absolute value of 0.25?
0.25.
Good. Where does negative 1.5 go? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Good. So now what's the absolute value of negative 1.5?
1.5.
Yes. Okay, almost done. Absolute value of 0 is? You got it.
What?
Yeah, you just said it. The absolute value of 0 is 0, right?
0.
Because 0 has no opposite. It's neither positive or negative, right? Okay, where does 3.9 go? Negative or positive?
Positive.
Good. What's the absolute value of 3.9?
3.9.
Good. Okay, we're almost done. Then I'll call somebody else up. Negative 6.3. Where does that go? Negative or positive?
Negative.
Good. Absolute value of negative 6.3.
6.3.
Good. Almost done. The absolute negative 4. Where does that go?
Negative.
Good. Absolute value of negative 4.
4.
Good. Almost done. 2 and 3/4. Is that positive or negative?
Positive.
Good. Absolute value of 2 and 3/4.
2 3/4.
Good.
2 and
Okay, we got
3/4.
2 left. 3.99. Is that positive or negative?
Oh, that's positive.
Absolute value of 3.99.
3.99.
Good. And the last one, negative 9 1/4. The absolute value, is that positive or negative?
Negative.
And the absolute value of negative 9 1/4
9
is?
and 1/4.
Whew. All right. That was a lot to do. So I'm going to show you the circles. It does not matter. This is what you had to write. I'm going to hold it this way. Okay. Order does not matter here. So again, what you had to do is you had to classify all the positives in the circle, all the negative integers. Then you know every absolute value is positive. Absolute value is always positive, as Zachariah mentioned in the chat. Okay? So just worry about the circles. If you don't have it, just write it on paper. Page 14. Can I take it down now? Okay, take a picture on your phone. That's a good strategy. And then you're going to write it down. So guys, take a picture because I want to move on. All right. Aiden, I'll text your mom this page. All right. Uh-oh, I don't want to exit the class. All right. We're going to have Allison Perez. Good morning. Unmute yourself, please. Allison, I hope you have this.
I do.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Can you read us page 15, please?
Alina and George had similar problems and find the same answer. Each determines that the solution to the problem is 24. Alina, 14 plus 42 divided by 7 plus 4 to the power 2. George, 14 plus 42 divided by 7 plus 4 2.
Mm-hmm.
A. Evaluate each expression to determine if both Elena and George are correct. B. Why would each find the solution to be 24? What mistake was made and where?
Okay. So what do you think we have to do, Allison? Allison, you going to show your face for me? What do we do, Allison? Any ideas? Allison?
First we're gonna try to find 24 and the mistake.
Okay, so you're going to make your T-chart. That's the first step. I'm going to show you. Right? Watch, Allison. I'm going to show you, sweetie. I made my T-chart and I just rewrote the expressions. That's all I did. Everyone write that down on their paper. Okay? Everyone write that down. I have to make a phone call to get a student up because they're not awake. So everyone's writing that down. You're writing the expressions on the column. Then you're going to use PEMDAS to figure out Elena. And then you're going to use PEMDAS to figure out Jorge or George. And one of them is 24 and one is not. Thank you, Zach. So, PEMDAS, 14 plus 42. Add that up. That's parentheses. Now, this is what we do. What is 14 plus 42, Allison Perez? Ibrahima, get yourself on mute. I'll take care of that because that's not going to happen in my class. Allison Perez.
56.
Right. 56. Now, you're going to take 56 and divide it by 7. What's 56 divided by 7, Allison Perez?
8.
8. 8. Now, what does 4 squared mean?
The exponent.
Which means, how do I rewrite that out? You got this.
4 times 4.
Good. 4 times 4, which is?
16.
Oh, 24, right? Because 16 is 4 times 4.
Yeah.
Plus 8 is 24. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to go do George or Jorge. Let's look at him. We got PEMDAS. We got 14 plus parentheses 42 divided by 7 plus 4 squared. So now we're on page 15, folks. Okay, if you're just coming in, 1, you're supposed to be muted. If I find that you unmute yourself, we're going to have a problem. You stay muted. Do not unmute yourself unless I call your name. Now, again, we're on yesterday's packet. We're continuing the packet. Okay. So, Allison, as we were saying, sorry for the interruptions. Ignore the people in the chat because we're only talking about the math problems. Okay? Focus on your work. So, parentheses, 42 divided by 7 gives me 6. I bring down the adding of 14. 4 squared means 4 times 4. Okay? So, 4 times 4 is 16. I bring down the 6 and I add the 14. I add 14 plus 6, I get 20. 20 plus 16 give me 36. So clearly we know that Elena was correct and George or Jorge was wrong. Now, let's wonder how he got. What I'm thinking he did is he added 14 plus 42 divided by 7 like he did for Elena. He probably added 14 plus 42 got 56. 56 divided by 7 got 8. And 8 plus 4 times 4, which was 16, which gave 24. So George was wrong because he didn't use PEMDAS. Okay? So you don't have to worry about my explanation. Just put George on the bottom because he did not use PEMDAS correctly.
Okay.
George did not use PEMDAS properly. Okay? So I'm going to put a minute on my phone for all of you to write this. And when the timer goes off, we're going to move on because there is a lot to write. So again, we said if you don't have the page to write it down on paper, it's also in Google Classroom and I emailed it out. Write it on paper.
Can you move the paper a little bit, please? Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so I'm giving you a minute to write this down. And then when my phone goes off, we're moving on. So you better write quick. George is incorrect because he didn't use PEMDAS. Okay, whoever's phone that is, turn it on vibrate. I'm coming right back. I just have to mute somebody because they're not listening to my directions. And I'm not happy that we're not listening right now. So George is incorrect because he did not use PEMDAS. There are 30 seconds left. Now the next page, which is going to be page 16. Okay, we can't type that up. You're going to do that page on your own. I'm going to help you with it. Okay, we got less than 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. Okay, the next person, Esther. Can you hear me, Esther? Esther?
Yes.
Hi. Esther, do you have page 16, sweetie?
Yes.
Okay, can you show your camera?
Wait.
Okay. Can you read us page 16?
Fill in the missing expressions for each row. For whole number and decimal bases, use a calculator to find the standard form of the number for fraction bases. Leave your answer as a fraction.
Can you read the first example, like exponential form, what it is, expanded form, and standard form for us?
3 to the second power is 3 times 3, and the standard form is 9.
So now, Esther, looking at the expanded form, it says 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. What's that as an exponent?
2 to the sixth power. Right?
Good. And what's the standard form?
It is 4, 64.
Good job. Esther, I just gotta check people because people are not following directions. Okay. Esther, now we have 4 to the 5th power. What's that in the expanded form?
4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4.
Awesome. Uh-oh, Esther, where'd you go?
Right.
Now, what is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4?
Wait, 16 times 6. I'm gonna use my calculator.
No problem. That's what it says to do, sweetie.
16 times 16 times 16.
Oh, it's only 2 16s. It's 16 times 16 and then times 4.
Enter. It's 1,024.
Good, 1,024. Good job. Now, Esther, I'm going to challenge you on the next one where it says 3/4 times 3/4. We have to do something when we put it in exponential form. Do you remember what we did when we did this a while ago?
Let's turn them into decimals.
No, we're going to put the 3/4 in parentheses, right?
Oh, yeah.
Remember, because if we don't put it in parentheses, we're showing we're only multiplying the numerator. When we put the whole 3/4, the fraction, in parentheses, we show that we multiply the numerator and the denominator, right?
Yeah.
So that's 3/4 parentheses to the second power. I'm going to show you. What's 3/4 times 3/4?
3/4 times 3/4 is 9/16.
Okay, so 9/16. And now 1.5 times 1.5, what's that in exponential form?
It's 1.5 to the second power.
In parentheses, right?
Yes.
So 1.5 times 1.5 is what?
Wait.
That's easy. What's 15 times 15? Do you know that off the top of your head?
No.
Okay.
2.25.
Good job. I'm just going to show the paper, okay, Esther? Thank you for your help. Appreciate you. This is what the chart looks like. It's also on Google Classroom, and I emailed it. And again, I'm going to say this again because clearly we're not really following it. If you do not have the packet, I emailed it. But if for some reason you can't find it, you go on Google Classroom. It is your job to make sure that you have the work for the following day. Again, at 4 o'clock, I will not answer to any emails or text messages or chat messages. You have all day to ask me for what you need. Same with Mr. Rez. We stop answering at 4 o'clock. We're available all day for you, not just 2 hours a day, all day like as if it's school. So those that reach out get what they need. Those that don't reach out, I can't help you, nor will Mr. Rez.
Can you move it back?
Jasmine, I'm going to take a picture and send it to you, okay? Don't worry about drawing it, Zach, and just write down.
I finished it, but what
Okay.
am I supposed to put in the lines?
The answers.
No, in the lines that says 6 times 6 times 6.
We're not there yet.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Blessing, off mute. Blessing, off mute. Blessing, you're going to read part 2, Blessing. Okay, if you finish the packet, just wait for it to be reviewed. Blessing, you're going to read part 2, which is this one.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What is 6 times 6 times 6 times 6? Write it in
Exponential.
exponential form.
Evaluate.
Evaluate the exponential form.
Good. So so Blessing, 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. How many sixes are in the question?
Well,
So write 6 to the 4th power. 6 and to the 4th power. Now, Blessing, what's 6 times 6? You got a calculator? Six. Good. Now take, what's 36 times 36? Use your calculator. Any ideas? 36 times 36. Yes, Decal. 36 times 36 is
1,656.
1,296. So, Blessing, let me show everyone what to write. Good job, guys. Thanks for writing it in the chat. So the exponential form was 6 to the 4th because there were 6 sixes. There were 4 sixes. And 6 times 6, I grouped it out, is 36. And another 6 and 6 make 36. Some of you do 36 times 6, get the answer, then times it by 6. It doesn't matter how. As long as you get this answer, it's fine. All right. So on the line, you put 6 to the 4th. And you put 1,296 here.
Okay.
All right, we're going to move on. Okay. I'm going to move on now to page 17. This one's pretty. Oh. Please read page 17 and try A on your own. That's easy. A and B, try that on your own. Page 17, A and B, or A in part 1 extension.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. It says, where's Chris Danielise? Actually, Jasmine, you can read it. Page 17, part A.
Okay.
Can you show your face? Or you on your computer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Our-
Alberto?
Earns 560 working as a landscaper. If he worked a total of 80 hours, which expression can be used to find how much he earned each hour? So we're by the word each, we know we're gonna divide. So
Perfect.
the answer is B.
Good job, Jasmine. So A is B. I'm not going to show the paper.
Okay.
Okay, Jasmine, can you read the extension problem number 7, part 1? That one's simple too.
Okay. Bran has some young orange trees. He wants to plant them in 46 rows. If T is the total number of orange trees, write an algebraic expression to represent how many trees he can plant in each row.
Okay, so I'm going to call on someone to answer that.
Okay.
Chris Danielise. Zach,
Hey.
you're gonna be up Zach, you're next. Hey, Chris.
Okay.
Any ideas on the one that Jasmine just read?
Okay. I just got to this question, so
Okay, take your time.
I am a bit confused.
Okay.
Okay,
maybe you want to call on someone to help you out. Maybe like Nikel.
yeah,
You want Nikel to help you?
yeah.
Okay, we'll bring Nikel up. Nikel. Part A, the answer is B. Hi, Nikel. You want to show your face?
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right, Nikel, I know you said you didn't have this packet. Were you able to find it in your email or Google Classroom?
I think I saw it.
Okay,
In my,
I'm going to read the question,
classroom.
and then can you help Chris Danielise?
Sure.
It says, Brian has some young orange trees. Esther, can you type the question in the chat? Brian has some young orange trees. He wants to plant them in 46 rows. So we got 46 rows, right? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
I turned that for accident.
It's okay. If T is the total number of orange trees, write an algebraic expression to represent how many trees he can plant in each row. What do you think we're going to do there?
Wait, I'm gonna see.
If you don't know, call on Esther. Maybe she might know.
Okay, I'm gonna call on her if I don't want to answer because I'm waiting for the question.
Okay, so you want to call on Esther?
Sure.
Okay, Esther. Esther, unmute yourself.
Right here.
Okay, do you know what to do in this question with the, Brian has some young orange trees. He wants to plant them in 46 rows. If T is the total number of orange trees, write an algebraic expression to represent how many trees he can plant in each row.
Okay, so maybe it's 46 something.
Okay? Well,
Wait, no.
we're not
T
going to
equals-
subtract, right? That doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah, it's not subtracting.
Are we going
It's
to be
dividing.
adding or dividing?
Dividing.
Okay, what are we going to be dividing?
T divided by 46.
T divided by 46. Perfect. Because Jasmine, you just said before that each meant division. So there's the connection. So it's T divided by 46 or T over 46. Okay? Either one of them is the correct way. T divided by 46 or T over 46. Okay? Either one of these means division. It doesn't matter which you write. Either one is correct. Okay, we're going to move on now. Okay, page 18 is a
Can
little
you send
tricky.
me that one?
Jasmine, I'm going to hold it up. Okay, all you're doing is writing T over 46, kid. That's it.
Got it.
Okay, next page, page 18. I'm going to have a reader. That reader that's going to read the question, let's see who's been a little quiet. Melanie. Show your face, and can you read page 18? Zach, you're going to read page 19.
I do not have it. Can you please read it for me?
You don't have it?
No.
Okay, so Zach, you're going to read page 18. You got to come off mute, Zachariah.
Hello.
Hey, show your face, buddy.
It's not letting me.
Okay, just read the problem then.
Page 18, right?
Yes, sir.
Two expressions below are equivalent. Y, parentheses 2.5 plus 7, parentheses plus y minus 2. 10.5 y minus 2. Which statement best explains why the expressions are equivalent?
All right, let's stop there, Zach. So, Zach, we noticed that one has parentheses and one doesn't, right?
Yeah.
So, how do we get rid of the parentheses? What property and what method do we use? We did it
PM,
again.
PEMDAS. PEMDAS.
PEMDAS, or we use what property? The
I don't know.
distributive property, right? The box
Okay.
method. The box method, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to help you guys out a little bit, and then you could take over from here, okay? All right, looking at the bottom. So what we have to do is we are going to get rid of the parentheses. So in order to do that, we're going to do the box method because we want to get this like that. So the top has to answer equal the bottom. So let's look. We make the box. We got y times 2.5, which is 2.5y.
It's
Then-
blue.
Okay. Then we got y times 7, which is 7y. So 2.5y plus 7y. I'm going to add those. Listen, Jasmine, I'm going to send it to you. Stop calling out, okay? Listen, I will send it to you guys. Just relax. Send me what you need. So 2.5y plus 7y plus 1y, because that's what's over here. When there's no coefficient, there's a 1 in front. 1y minus 2. I got to put all the like terms together, Zach. So 2.5 plus 7 is 9.5. 9.5 plus 1 is 10.5y minus 2. So the top answer, the top
It's
expression.
B.
Huh?
It's B.
Okay. Why is it B, Zach?
Because when you read it, it says, hold on, let me go to it. The expression have the same value for only whole numbers value of y. So that means that they both are hold on. They both get the same value, and they both are whole numbers, which that's what answer B says.
So you're 100% correct, Zach, just to clean up the language to make it a little easier for them, is that it doesn't matter what you put in for Y because the top and bottom are equivalent, right? They're the same. Is that what you were trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a really good job. So because they are equivalent expressions, which means equal, the value is always going to be the same for Y. Good job, Zach. So the answer, page 18, B. Okay, if I'm teaching a class and you're calling my name on the chat, I can't help you right now. You're going to have to wait. All right, page 19. Let's call on, thanks, Zachariah. Let's see this student. Hello, Tirzelli.
God.
Okay, Tirzelli, page 19. Do you have it?
She tight.
Hey, Zach. Be good now.
Hold
Hey.
on.
Do you have page 19, Tirzelli? Tirzelli?
Yeah.
Do you have page 19? Yes or no?
No, mine is only to 10 pages.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're going to have to write
same.
these down on loose leaf, okay? Go
Okay.
back on mute, okay, dear?
Okay.
All right.
Can I read?
Miss, who wants to read?
Me, Jasmine.
Okay, Jasmine, since you're already off, can you read
What-
us page 19?
What is the value of the expression below? 2 exponent. What is this thing called? I don't know.
It's a bracket.
Oh, 2 bracket 3 parentheses 4 to the second power plus 1 parentheses bracket take away 2 to the third power. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break it apart.
Good. So I think you can take this away. Keep going.
The first thing we're gonna do is 2 times 3, right? And yeah.
Oh, now that 2 times 3, you got to do what's in the parentheses first. Remember PEMDAS.
Oh, so first we're gonna 4 times 4, and then equals 8.
No, 4 times
Nope,
4 is not
nope,
8. Careful.
Nope. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
It's okay. 4 times 4. You got the right idea, though.
16, and then 16 plus 1 is 17, plus 1 equals 17. And then we're going to do 2 bracket 3 parentheses 17 parentheses bracket take away 2 to the third power. And then 2 times 3 equals 6.
Oh,
2 equals 6. What happened?
yikes. Hold on. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 plus 1 is 17. You got that part, right?
Yeah. And then,
Then you're going to multiply 17 times 3.
17 times 3. Okay. My bad.
Keep going.
17 times 3 equals 51. And then after that, we do 2 bracket 3 parentheses 51 bracket 2 to the third. And then 2 to the third equals 2 times 2 times 2. And then that equals 8. 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8.
So 102 minus 8 is what?
But
102
how we get
minus 8.
102?
Because 51 times 2. Because 3 times 17 is 51. 51 times 2 is 102. You got to take care of all the parentheses first, then do the next thing. Let me show you, Jazz. You're trying really good. It's not an easy problem. It's tricky. I'm going to help you out. Look, sweetie. You said we treat brackets like parentheses. Yes, Esther, the answer is C. So we're going to do everything in the parentheses first. You said 4 squared was 16 plus 1, which is 17, correct?
Yeah.
Then you're going to multiply by 3 and you get 51, yes?
Yeah.
Then there's a 2 on the outside, which means multiplication, yes?
Yes.
So 2 times 51, that's where the 102 comes from. Minus 2 to the third power. You just said that means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, yes?
Yes.
So 102 minus 8 is 94, kiddo.
Okay.
And P, this means PEMDA, parentheses, and E means exponent.
Okay.
Okay, what you did is when you first did it, that was a common mistake that kids make your age. And that's fine because like I said, you think about brackets as GEMDAS, grouping, right? Grouping symbols. Apply that to PEMDAS, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so this is going to be the last page of today. As you copy this down, there is a quiz. It's going to be 10 questions. It will be posted later on. So I'm going to say that again. Some of you didn't even do your exit ticket from yesterday, and some of you owe me work. So I suggest, this isn't even an hour. We started this around 8:20. It's 9 o'clock. So I would give yourself the next 30 minutes to do iReady if you already did all your Google Classroom work. If not, you need to catch up on the exit tickets. I need them all done today. Then you need to somehow submit or email me the packets. Okay? I need to have these packets emailed to myself because you've been in my live classes. If you can't email them, school will be open on April 20th for you to drop them off and to pick up your next round of work. On April 20th, we will start a new unit. Some of you that have not been doing your work will have to use next week because you will be meeting with me. I'll be reaching out to your parent or guardian if I haven't had any work. That means I need paper packets. So those of you that took a 2-week hiatus, means break, you're going to be working with me next week. There's no questions to be asked. Those of you that have been on every day, that have been consistent, you know who you are. For math, you've done all your work. I don't know about your other subjects, but you are required to do iReady 7 days a week, even though you have a break next week if you did all your work. Teachers will be reaching out to you if you'll be meeting with them next week. So that means on April 20th, you need to submit your work in an email. Chris Danielise already did it to me. So if you need assistance with that, I suggest you reach out to Chris Danielise. I'm sure she'll help you. You also need to go to school. And if you don't want to go to school, hold on. Obviously, you're not going to walk outside because it's not safe to go out. You're going to call the school up and you're going to tell them to email you, to mail you the work. But you need to somehow get this math work to me in an email. So again, April 20th, for those that want to drop off the work, can. Those that don't, you need to email it to me. And the school will mail you the work. You need to call them up. Okay? So we will meet back here April 20th unless I speak to you privately on the phone. Okay? There are a few people on this call that have work to do next week to catch up on for math. And I will be reaching out to your guardian about that. Those of you that have been on this call every day, you know who you are. So I'm just going to shout out Chris Danielise, for example. I got all her work. Esther's been here every day. Ilani's been here every day. Jasmine's been here every day. Angelina's been here every day. Annalina's been here every day.
Kamora's been here every day.
Excuse me, no. You owe me work.
Excuse me, yes.
Here's Ellie. I need to see some work produced. I need to see emails. Nikel's been here every day. Okay, so you know, Blessing, I already said your name. You already know if you've been here every day. I'm meaning every day since March. Not just this week or last week. Every day since March. Those are the ones that I know that did their work.
What?
Now, I need this work emailed to me in order for you to get your credit. Am I understood?
Yes.
Are we clear? You also,
Yes.
I'm checking iReady every day. If I don't have 30 minutes a day on iReady, I'm sending you an email and calling your home.
Okay.
Am I understood?
Yes.
Any questions about what I just said?
No.
All right.
Miss Nella, actually, I forgot, when does the break start and stop?
So, okay,
It
yeah.
starts next
You
week.
come back here April 20th. I'll see you at 8 a.m. Unless, Chris Danielise, April 20th, okay? So you have
The
next,
break ends?
listen,
the
Yeah.
break?
you come back. April 20th, 8 o'clock, I'll see you. Now,
No, but there's a spring break.
Yeah,
So-
next week.
This
it
It's all
starts,
next week.
it really starts after today, after you're done with school today. So it starts April
Yeah.
13th to April 19th. Stop talking. I can't hear. So your spring break will start. Here's the dates. Will start on Monday, April 13th. But
Miss Canelo.
hold on. You have to do iReady 7 days a week for 30 minutes a day. All right.
What is that?
Yes. I don't know why people are unmuted. Now I'm getting
What was
aggravated
that?
because I keep muting the same people and they keep unmuting themselves. Don't know why. We had a question. Hold on. For Samuelisa's question, I still can't answer it with all this noise, okay?
Too bad.
Too bad? Speak to me at the end of the class. April 13th to April 19th, but you have to do iReady every day. Again, there are certain people that have to catch up next week, and I'll be reaching out at the end of this call. So I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Get all your work in. The exit ticket, which is going to be a quiz, will be posted up a little bit later on today in the afternoon, around 12:30. Make sure you do it. It's 10 questions. It's counting as a test grade, and I'll either see you guys next week if I speak privately to you, or if not, I'll see you the 20th. Christiane Ulisse, I'll be meeting with you on Tuesday, and Annalena. Annalena and Chris, we meet, you know that at 12:30 on Tuesdays, okay? All right, guys. Have a great rest of the day.
You
Everyone
too.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye forever.
Oh.
Hi,